kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Yeah. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm alone. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Get over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. But my Chris, when you do what I tell you, get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat him a bite, not leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should.
I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They go play action here on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Mike 41! Mike 41! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over!
On third down, Davis found his target. It's Anderson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Strong right.
Now let's go.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit!
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Gun!
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capital.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come back, come back.
To throw on second is Watson. He shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Reset, reset, reset. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Davis, off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Davis now looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Here's Davis on 3rd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check 31. Check 31.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch the safety creep. Hot! Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And now running right through him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Davis. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. You better be a...
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. This ball back for the offense. Let's go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Davis now. From the gun, he'll throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. Leopard! Leopard! Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down. Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! 41 Mike.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Bell so light on his feet. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run for it with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Richmond, Richmond. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
On first down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Davis to throw on second down. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Davis. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Davis. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
I got 11. All right, now, lucky 56.
Davis to throw on third down. This is Bell on the dump off. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Here's Davis on 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Davis now operating from the gun. And he's got a noon one. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watson escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on third, Watson. And that is incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now it's Crowder. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Detroit! They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Tackle. Leopard!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
41's the mic. Check 41. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Davis looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
41 Mike.
Back to throw. Davis. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Davis. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, it's Bell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set! 319! 319!
Watch the slats! Watch the slats!
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Davis to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
41's the mic! 41's the mic!
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Davis from the gun on third down. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... This is caught at the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
4 down, 4 down. I got him. On me.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
41's the mic, 41's the mic.
Davis now, off the play fake. Got an open man, it's a Nunwa. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A screen to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check safety.
Detroit. Detroit.
41's.
Now Davis. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Richmond.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Watson now on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here's Watson. Buying time and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Copeland in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike's by 4.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. On the move to his left. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the cover.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Brandon Copeland. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Crowder now to return. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Again, it's Bell. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team, because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A give to Bell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A give. This is Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime,
get to the end zone.